Hey guys, just a video today about the Tate brothers. If you've heard of them, I only discovered them about a couple months ago, and basically, yeah, I've been watching a lot of their videos on Tate Confidential and listening to their podcasts, which has been really interesting. I've actually learnt quite a lot from them, and the Tate Confidential thing is actually really entertaining as well. If you haven't heard of them, Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate, they've got a website called cobratate.com. Basically, yeah, so I've been watching their vlogs on Tate Confidential. If you haven't checked it out, check it out. It's really entertaining. And it's a great example of what it's like to be young, rich, and have time. So that is a combination that is rare, in my opinion, and what I've seen. See, a lot of people are rich, but they're rich at an old age. And then you have a lot of people who are younger, and they're rich, but they don't have time because they're so tied to their business. Their business is operating from like an office, or they have a busy business that consumes them. Or then you have people that have lots of time, but no money, like a backpacker or something like that. Or just someone that, just doesn't have much money. Another thing is they're single as well, which is good. So like a lot of people are rich, and they're monogamously tied to one partner. These guys are single, they're traveling the world. They've got a lot of free time, a lot of money. They can date multiple women. It's a really good combination for them. If you haven't heard about the Tates, I'll just give you a quick intro from what I've learned over the past few months. Basically, they were born in America, but they actually grew up in England, and they grew up in a poor part of England. They grew up poor, so they weren't born into money. And basically, their dad was like a genius chess player. So he was very smart, very clever, high IQ champion chess player. And when you listen to the podcast and you watch the videos, it's clear that the brothers inherited their dad's brain power. So the dad was like a chess player. They still weren't financially well off. What happened was, even in their 20s, they were still not rich, but they were also champion kickboxers. So they both were kickboxers. Although they were high-level kickboxers, they still didn't get rich from that. So what happened was, around I think it was late 20s, Andrew thought of like, how could he get rich? And what he did was, he knew a few girls, so he got them all together, and he started his own webcam business. So those girls were webcamming, and then that turned into 70 or 75 girls, and he was making, at his peak, 500 grand a month. So that's what initially got them rich. When I say they, it's because they share the money between them. So yeah, 500 grand a month, webcam girls, right? So my understanding is, in 2020, around then, the pandemic, OnlyFans came out. So I think that sort of probably damaged that business model a bit. So I don't think they do the webcamming girls anymore. But they do what they do now, right? So this is how they make money now. They've got something called Hustlers University. And what that basically is, it's like a Discord where members pay $50 a month, and they learn on the Discord how to do money-making things like copywriting, drop shipping, affiliate marketing, and I think like trading crypto and stock trading calls or something like that. You can learn stuff like that. I'm not actually too sure. But yeah, anyways, they've got something like 10,000 members in there. So 10,000 members times 50. I mean, do the quick maths. That's 500 grand a month right there. So yeah, I mean, that's heaps. That's when you watch like Tate Confidential, you see them, they can easily buy like a Lambo, or they just bought a Bugatti. Every month they can buy a car. So it's definitely very profitable, and also it is their cars. So a lot of people say, oh, they rent their cars. A lot of people say, are they rich? Things like that. It is their cars. They've got the number plate T8, so Tate, and it's the same cars for a while. So they're obviously not renting them, because if they were renting them, it would cost a lot of money. So they actually are very rich. They've even said they're like 30 million or something like that. And yeah, so like now, I mean, among other things, I think the main income earner would be that Hustlers University, $50 a month, 10,000, 500K a month, plus a few other things. Which brings me to a bit of a side point. It's a really good business model. If you guys can come up with something that is an online business model, online gives you that time freedom that everyone wants. Like, because you're making money in your sleep, you're making money 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. You can travel the world. You can, go traveling, buy things like, supercars on a Tuesday. And another thing, which is like Hustlers University, which is good for them, is it's a recurring income business model. So it's every month, and it's online. You can, you scales to the whole world. So basically, if you guys can come up with something like that, it'll be a very good business model. Like, you can think of like a product or service that people need to buy every month, like food, or, like a Discord service. If you can think about something like that, you do really well. Yeah, that's basically it. So yeah, I've seen a lot of comments on like YouTube and all these, like, Twitter and stuff, saying, oh, these guys are fake, they rent the cars, they're not actually rich. They are actually rich. Yeah, and that's their story. That's how they've got it. So definitely legit, and they've done it at a really young age. So good luck to them. Smart, high IQ. Like I said, their dad was a champion chess player, so they've obviously inherited that sort of high IQ, brain power, and amongst other things, they've done it. So good luck to them. And if you have any comments or anything about that, or if you want to know more about different business types, just let me know in the comment section below. All right, have a great day, guys.